John is actually outside getting the car prepped. See him out there. Be elusive, Joe Nathan. But that Charger, that Charger RT is we're about to do a cam package on it. So as soon as it gets in here, I'll film that car and show you guys what kind of goodies it's getting. And John's been making some good progress on the cam install on the Hemi. Got the radiator out, intake off, just getting the valve covers off, and getting ready to pull the heads on this thing soon. Then we'll get the front cover off and get the old cam and lifters out of there and get ready to put in the new stuff. Alright guys, the heads are off, the front cover's off, so we're at a good point on today. And first thing in the morning, we're going to get that, get the lifters out, get the new lifters in, get the cam out, get the new cam in, put our phaser limiter in, motor timed, get her all cleaned up, get the coolant out of places it don't need to be, get it all blown out, and get the valve springs put on the head and get this thing put back together. You like the way I stroke the camshaft, John?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Slide it in nice and even, nice and slow. You're pushing too hard.
that's what she said.
Sometimes.
She's in. Alright. So as you just seen, we put the cam in. We also got our new lifters in. And we got the motor timed. Oil pump back on. Tensioner, all that jazz. So all that's good. All we got left to do is final cleanup, make sure all the bolt holes for the head bolts are clean. Which, as of right now, the surfaces are clean, but the head bolts are still got some coolant in them. So we're gonna get all those cleaned up, and then we'll slap the head gaskets on it and get these heads slapped back on it and start putting this joker back together. So as you guys can see, the heads are back on. Sorry. Sorry I missed the shot for you guys. We went ahead and got the pack springs installed as well on the heads. So once we get all the rest of the back stuff situated, we'll go ahead and get the intake on, get the coil packs on, and wrap up the front of the motor, get the radiator back in, and then tomorrow we'll hear this little 5.7 chop. So we've got the cam install finished up. We're gonna do first fire up. I went ahead and got in the PCM and put a calibration in it. The only downfall or shitty part is the carrier bearing is going out on this car. So we're not even gonna risk it for the biscuit and put it on the dyno. We already contacted the customer and we are waiting to hear back from him, but most likely we'll be putting a drive shaft shop, one piece in it, or an OEM replacement. Who knows, we will see here shortly, but let's go ahead and get the first fire up and see what this thing sounds like. So as you guys heard, it's got a little chop to it, and it'll get a little bit more aggressive once we dial it in a little bit more, but I just threw a base map in it so we can get it fired up and get it out of the shop. So guys, we've been hard at it, and our Subaru build is finally ready to go back in. So I didn't get a chance to do much filming, but John's got the Subaru motor ready to go back in. We got the new ACT clutch on there, that fresh IEG block. We went ahead and deleted the secondary air pumps as well. We made some plates for that, but we're gonna go ahead and get this thing stuffed back in the chassis, get her put back together. So guys, on our cam install video, I think I'm gonna put, or as you've already seen, I put both these videos together, but we finally got the drive shaft shop drive shaft for this thing.
4 to 6 weeks later.
This is the car that we put a cam in, and the carrier bearing on the factory drive shaft was no bueno, and on these cars you can't replace it. So we went ahead and talked to the customer about it and got an upgraded one-piece drive shaft put in this thing, and came in yesterday, so we got it slapped in. So now we got this thing on the dyno. So we'll go ahead and get this thing strapped down and get it tuned out and see what kind of power it makes. Alright guys, so we got our first lick in there, and well, definitely that's a starting point. So that first pull there was 347 horsepower and 340 foot-pounds of torque. And as you can see, we got quite a bit of work to do. I mean, the air fuel line's pretty flat, but she's definitely fat down here at the bottom. So we're gonna get these air fuels cleaned up and get some more things tidied up on her and see what kind of gains we make. Well, she liked it. She liked it, those changes for sure. So that second pull, 371 horsepower, 366 foot-pounds of torque, and you can see gains through the entire curve there. Let's get some out. Alright guys, that's our final tug on the 15 Challenger RT that we did the camshaft in. 381 and 371 foot-pounds of torque. Alright guys, let's take one more listen to this this little cam Challenger. Sounding good. That's gonna wrap this Johnny up for us. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. We look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Peace.